Welcome to the Wednesday Call Live with Andy Albright. Filmed in front of a live studio audience in beautiful Burlington, North Carolina. Brought to you by AM Studios, featuring the latest Alliance news and in-depth training. Now, let's hear it for your host, our President and CEO, Andy Albright!
That's right, baby! It's on fire now! All right, y'all grab a seat. We got a lot to cover today.
He's in the heights.
Woo, baby! Back in the USSR. God, I love America. I like to travel to other countries to see how much we better are than they are. And I'm going to tell you, we're a lot better. America, baby. I went to Africa for 20 days. And I'm not talking about Cape Town, Africa. Of course, I don't know if you know what that means. That's the city. That's similar to us. I was north of South Africa in a place called Zimbabwe. Lord have mercy. And we were not in the city. We were in the bush for 20 days. I am not kidding you. It was crazy. No electricity, no internet, hardly every once in a while I have a cell phone number. We go through a patch where I guess the cell phone signal had drifted over there, you know. And you get it up in there and it was crazy. It was crazy, but we made do. So Spencer and I went and had a blast, and we learned a lot. You get to see I learned a lot about him. It's fun hanging out with my son for 20 days. One of the things I want to get across to you about this business, it is the ability to have money and time. Because I'm pretty sure our income went up when I was not working. Most businesses, your income is going to go to zero or stop, or at least take a dip. And I'm absolutely positive ours went up. My income went up. It's the ability to have time and money and travel with your family, learn stuff, get to see other countries, or get to see this country. For a lot of people, getting to see this country is a big deal. They've not been out of the county they were born in. And so to get to travel like that was just incredible. I wanted to share a couple of pictures with you just to get the idea. This is Spencer with his binoculars. A lot of times what we do is we rode around. We were on this lake, Lake Kariba, this lake is 250 miles long. It's the second biggest lake in the world. The other lake is in another African country up north of Zimbabwe. So we would ride around these lakes with binoculars, look for prints on the side, for animals, figure out where they were hanging out, and then we'd go back the next day and build blinds and get closer and closer and closer to them, find paths. Oftentimes we'd get off, flip through some of them. Okay, so the water was a little bit high. This is actually where they built this platform to look out over their crops to see animals that are destroying problems. The whole village is right up there behind them. Not much different than what you see. The village was 3 more huts. And so this is these are highly illegal to do anything bad to them. These are black rhinoceros. And they're very, very highly sought after for the nose that Spencer's touching. Poachers will kill these animals, chainsaw this off. That's worth about $20,000. That nose, if you just chainsawed it off and took it to China, it's worth about $20,000. So what we're doing here, we were talking to Blondie, the guy that runs this conservatory. This conservatory is 43 43,000 square miles. Massive conservatory. And this rhino, this one's been rescued 3 times. Poachers killed his mother, then a lion attacked the people that the other rhinoceros he was staying with, and then something else happened to him. He'll never go back out in the wild. So they call him the therapy rhino, because when they bring the other ones in there, he calms them down. He's like, they're not going to kill you. Calm down. And it's pretty crazy, because most people have never seen one in life. We got to pet one and talk to him, and he would give it this. This is we had walked. Actually, Anthony was with me. Anthony is one of our media guys. He had walked with me, and we walked probably 5 miles tracking a buffalo through the woods. And we was like, when y'all find the track, let us know. We're gonna be sitting over here. So I mean, they just walked and walked. I was like, we're going. There's a mountain over there. So they're going. Buffalo's going up that mountain. I knew he went down the valley and up the mountain. That's what they do. I figured it out. We'd always track them all the way down. One day we walked 10 miles straight, tracking a buffalo. Anyway, that was a beautiful sight, I thought, sitting up there and just chilling. Every night around the fire, talking, eating, reflecting, telling stories. He would oftentimes go out with a private hunter, and I'd go out with my guy, and then we'd come back. And sometimes we'd go together. A lot of times we'd go out separate and come back and tell stories. This is where we stayed when we were on the lake. They have an option that you can stay in tents, which we're probably going to do the next time when they explain to us how everything would work. We said, maybe we'll do that this time. But this was kind of crazy. You're operating off a generator, obviously, and when they travel. All right, go ahead. Coming back, we had a dysfunction in the country. If y'all hadn't heard, they had elections over there, and after they have election, they kill people, and like, not kidding, they killed a bunch of people. And it's funny thing is, they said, now Americans won't hear about this. And I said, they won't be in the news. I said, no, they just kill each other with axes and machetes, and no kidding. And you said, no, that don't really happen. They would put that in the news. No. A lot of other things they don't put in the news about happens over there too. It's crazy, because when America hears some stuff on the news, I'm not going to talk about it on the show because it's going to get controversial, but they were like, y'all just mess it up. They call a lot of y'all bunny huggers. I'm just going to tell you. No offense, William. They call them bunny huggers. So what else to tell you? They didn't. The planes were shut down. The airports. 3 airports were shut down for we say no reason. They say they ain't got their money, which we think somebody didn't get bribed yet. So I said, we don't need an airport for a helicopter. And the guy says, you want a helicopter? I said, you damn right I want a helicopter. So they got a helicopter. Back up one more, Billy. So I said, well, let's reroute over Victoria Falls. So you understand, this is massive cars parked right here, if that gives you an idea how massive this waterfall is. We've seen it from right here. If you're here, you'll have on a rain jacket, because the mist is more than a torrential rainstorm. And I mean, your face will still be soaked. You just won't get your clothes soaked. So we hovered over and flew around that for an extra 25 or 35 minutes and got to see that. And we went to a crocodile farm. So this is a live crocodile. And we got to see massive crocodiles. I'm not sure if I put any pictures of that in there. This is a camp. This is a camp on the lake that we would have an option of staying at. And if you can tell, it's straight down. We climbed straight up just to check out the camp and walked around, and I thought it was pretty cool. We'll probably go back there. That's obviously where you're going to have the campfires at night, right there, looking out over the lake. So that was I won't have many pictures. I won't have any more pictures like this, but this is a 13-foot crocodile that Spencer took. Army crawl through the woods, went up on a mountain, came down behind him, and got close enough that they could take him out. The village that you just saw, they were very grateful. I think there might be a picture of them in there. Yeah, here it is. So they were happy about the crocodile, because they said they took a bunch of their goats and one of their children, and we gave them some ice. If you can see this, they're freaking out over this ice. You want to talk about a fight. But they grabbed that ice and busted up. They were having a blast. I don't know if they'd ever seen any. And this is one of our buddies we got to know, and the crocodile from a different angle. Wild donkeys we came across walking through the woods. Is that it? Are we starting to repeat? I bet I saw 5,000 giraffe. And we'd get out and walk around and get up close to them. And and other stuff. That's some nice trees. I forgot about that shot. Keep going. I'm not sure if he got the rock. Okay, this is typical bush country, typical where we'd walk. We were tracking down some hyenas this day. So this is the road we're going on the Jeep, and they're just crossing. It's hundreds of them. Beautiful. This is a standard sight. Impala coming across. Beautiful. They're crazy. So no lights. So this is a total lunar eclipse going on. So, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen one, but if you've ever seen one in the city, it's different than out in Africa. There's no lights. There's no city around. We could see the Milky Way galaxy plain as day every night. The stars just unbelievable. But this was a total lunar eclipse that we got to witness. And it was pretty amazing. Freezing in the morning and burning up at night. Oh, the butcher had did some stuff with a giraffe and left that there. Keep going. Keep going. So this guy runs the conservatory. I got to tell you this. This is controversial. I got to tell you. This guy, he says, of course, you know, he's an African guy, born and raised there. He runs the whole conservatory. Shoot to kill is their mission. If they give huge rewards, like you get $1,000 if you kill a poacher. Like not arrest, kill. And so we are, matter of fact, we were telling him we're going to enter into a program where then that we support five Army men to patrol and kill poachers. And I guess we'll get kind of credit. I don't guess you can get in trouble for America for that. But yeah, he paid this guy to kill somebody. Well, so this guy, so this is our buddy Bill Lamb, we've known for several years. But this guy, he says, you see that hut right over there? The guy right there is the one that tagged and was keeping track of that lion that America went crazy of that I ain't never heard of in my entire life, and I live right here. And in the newspapers they said Cecil was famous. There ain't no famous lion. He was worthless. He was about dead. He was the only lion dead enough and slow enough that old dentist could kill him. And then the Americans act like they didn't kill something famous. Oh man, you should. I was like, I wonder if he would fly over here just to tell you the story. I mean, you would die laughing. I mean, we just sit there going like, because you've heard fake news where the media is just opposite. You're sitting here talking to a guy that's saying everything opposite of what you've been told. And you're just sitting there going like, this don't make any sense. So we looked over in his yard. They had a pet impala. Nyala. They are beautiful. And keep going. So she let us in there. This is typical lodge where we stayed when we were on land. Every morning, that sight, just looking how beautiful it is. Every night, see the birds, every sunset, just crazy. Go faster, go faster. Hippopotamus. Oh, these trees, back up, these trees, I just think, I used to think that tree in Disney was fake. Apparently, that's the way the trees look. See how it's all tree and just no limbs? Had these everywhere, mimosa trees or something like that. Keep going. Keep going. Uh-oh. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. These guys would show up out of nowhere when they heard something going on. I mean, they just come out of the woods. You know? That's a big village that we were watching. Let's check out those crocodiles. Oh, I think this next picture, this one looks like Waterworld to me. Does that not look like Waterworld for real? I was like, I know where they got their inspiration. They're fishing for, we would call them sardines, these tiny fish, illegally, 100% illegally. This is the crocodile farm with probably 1,000 crocs we saw. Keep going. Oh yeah, those are probably 20 foot. Keep going. I mean, it's very careful with those things. They said it's ugly if you get bit because not so much how they tear up, it's just the infections like a cat. So you don't want to get bit by one of them or a cat. More of Victoria. More of Victoria. Or the rainbow popped up. That's probably 2 miles. It's just crazy. But y'all want to take you over there. I had a seat for you. All right. So let's shut that down, Billy. Thank you very much. We're seriously thinking about Cape Town, Johannesburg, maybe even a safari for next year's contest, January 1. I don't know if that's going to happen because it is a lot of instability. I know it will be a risk, but I think it'd be worth the risk. By the way, you need to get your passport. You can't get in this country without a passport. In case some of you hadn't heard, it never fails. Somebody wins a trip and they don't have a passport, and then they want to explain it to us, and we don't. I mean, we care, but like, hello. So the contest this year, we're still having winners. Austin, would you put these up for? We got Nick Narlis has won Paris already. Look at all these people have already won Paris. We're just over halfway through. Austin. And Bell and Jake Kraus have won already. So congratulations. Paris and Switzerland are going to be ridiculous. Get your passport is your first step there. Thank you, buddy. National convention coming up. 2 national conventions. I don't have the numbers exactly how many signed up, except I do know this. One weekend is about 10% ahead of the other. So the question is, I don't know if it's the one that you're participating. There's 2 weekends we're doing for national convention. One is about 10% more. I think one's got like 280 or something, 260 or 280, and the other one's like 210. So we'll tell you which one you're on, and we'll see if you can catch up if you want. It's not a competition, but I know you don't want to lose. So Monday, I'm going to be in Winchester, Virginia. Tuesday, I'm going to be in Lakewood, New Jersey. Then the following week, I'll be in Jacksonville, Florida. Then I'll be in Houston, Texas. Then Denver, Colorado. And then Atlanta, Georgia, flying around on the jet. So many things happening. Okay. July Good Samaritan bonus. We did not. Bill, you got that pulled up already. Thank you, sir. We did $10,000 in July. Keep it in mind, July was the national, we had our family reunion, so we had everybody out for a whole week. Not to mention, something else happened crazy in July. Oh, 4th of July happens in July. So a lot of people take off the 4th of July. We still managed to earn $10,700. 64 people managed to earn it. Scroll up if you would for me, Billy. All right, we could have had 47,000. We got a lot of people. Oh, we always have people just narrow misses. We need to work on that 3% improvement. Not moving for me at all, Billy. Not moving at all right here, boss. So I'm going to need you to scroll it down for me. We had 4 hit SEAL Team 6, 2. Keep going on down. I'm going to show you who they were. All right, so here we go. SEAL Team 6, Dr. Phil Hebert with $45,000 issue paid. Wow. And here's what I want to show you. He had 2 people get their first initial issue paid in the month of July. Another person hit 3rd, and another person hit 5th. So that means he's got more legs growing. This report showing how many new issue paid legs are hitting 3, 1, 3, 5, and 10 are showing me who's growing. So these are the people that are kicking butt. Plus issue paid $45,000. Michael Hartley, Big Mike did $45,000, 2 and 1. Who is this? Michelle Alleman, $44,800. 7 recruits. 3 people had their first initial paid. 1/3 issue paid. 1/5. Then who is this? Kimberly Spinelli Young. 5 new people had their first issue paid business. See, this business is happening for people across the country. I'm excited about the success we're having. So we'll give away $350. Any charity of their choice. They name it, we write a check for $350. In the SEAL Team Gold, Adam Johnson with $32,000 had a new person issue paid and another one get 3. Then we had George Andershock. G-Shock had $26,000 and 4 first new issue paid, 1 to 3 and 1 to 5. And Marty Doge had $25,000, 1 issue paid, and another one had 10 issue paid. And then SEAL Team Bronze, still SEAL Team, Nikki Ebanks, $24,400, 1 new issue paid. James and Jane Hill, 14, I saw them back there. 14 new contracted, 1 new issue paid, 22,000 issue paid business. Bell and Jake Kraus, 22,800. Eric Belair, 22,700, and Junior Korea, 20,400. So all these were SEAL Team winners, and it goes on and on. Then we're at $200, $150. Who we got real here? Let's see the names. Alfonso Galeas, Megan Alleman, Paul Menachino, James Bubba Skinner, Richard Smith, Mike Rodriguez, Jan Miller, Peter Orozco, $16,000. Hal Rosen, Austin Heater, that's right there, $15,000. Danny Johnson, $15,000. And so these are all $200 to their favorite charity. And you see all this red over here is new legs that are moving up with more issue paid. So it's that width is starting to grow like crazy. Henry Borland, Caleb Law, Angela Manzo, Michael Owens, Dora Wasaki, Mia Stone, who's right there, Marvin Osuna, Adam Katz, Steve Moore, who's right there. That's right. Nick, what's his name? Taff, I am a boss. Taff like a boss. Mark Hutchinson, $11,000. Michael Frederick, Alan Hooley, Nathan Thomas, Evan Patzer, and Travis Kiwa. That's right. Travis from Hawaii. At $100 GSB, Kerry Williams, Paul Van Thoff, David Hoyt, Tim Long, Eric Paul Cruz, Joseph Dukes, Lemuel Rodriguez Ramos, Paul Roberts, Geraldine Betoli, Paul Epstein, Dustin Craig. Congratulations to them, a new baby also. Brandon Beal, Julie Heimer, Nisha Jackson, Taylor Smith. Did I see Taylor? That's right. Arthur Pena, Belinda McKennell, Jason Carey, Cuz in the house. Levi Lamoureux, Terry Edwards in the house. Irma Moss Bryant, Kim Young, Carolyn Miller, and Elizabeth Christopher all got in on the 100 GSB. Is that it? I think that's the last GSB. Yep, these are near misses. We won't do near misses. Congratulations, near misses. You were close. So, July was a great month. I think we can double that in August. Usually what it takes for us to double is everybody to make one more phone call, give away a few more leads, just a few more leads, maybe ride with somebody. See, because you write the 5,000 issue paid or 20,000 issue paid, you still got to help somebody else get one policy written, just one policy written that's a new person. So you might have to ride with them. You might have to help them. You might have to coach them through writing their own policy on an e-app. Whatever you got to do to get that one more app. And a lot of people are like, you mean you're going to give a bonus just because they got one more app? Yep, $100 to their favorite charity. I like doing it, and I like seeing one more app because it's that 1 inch, that one last split second that makes a huge difference to our company and your company. So getting people to stretch just a little bit is huge. Okay, last month in July, we gave away a ton of money. I think it was $80,000. And that money is being direct deposited tomorrow in your account if you are not here. And we're going to send you a big old pretty check that you can take pictures with, and then a congratulations letter. I'm excited to send you that money. I'm not sure. I have everybody's name on here that got money. I'm going to do it real quick. Here's the people that received money. $50, Linda Goebel, Mike Rodriguez, Jan Miller, Marvin Osina, Dustin Craig, Joe Dukes, Mark Hutchinson, Michael Hartlib, Philip Abear. If I say your name, I want you to come up here too, because I've got your cash, I'm pretty sure, unless somebody's here that we didn't expect. We've got Paul Menachino, Noel Leventovich, Adam Katz, Michael Owens, Evan Patzer, and Mia Stone in the house. $100, Mia Stone. Patrick Connors, $100. Michael Lee, $100 in the house. Kim Young, is Cuz in the house, or is Megan in the house? So his recruiter, ABTF, is in the house. Michelle Alleman, Kelly Haney, Jasmine Lightborn, Carrie Williams, $150, Keith Hafner, $200, Fitz Fitzgerald, $300, George Andershock, $350, Janice Spoon, Alex Abian, $400, Peter Orozco, $450, Kimberly Spinelli Young, $500, Brandon Bill, $1,000, G. Chris Robinson, $2,500, and Kyle Cater, $5,000. All right, so that was veteran recruiters. Veteran producers, we had $50. Anthony Diaz. Actually, Anthony's a rookie that moved into the veterans. $50. Marcus Richardson, Sidney Lagoganis, $150. William DeSanto, Paul Menachino, Megan Alleman, Michael Hartlib, David Lewis, Jeremy Patton, Junior Correa, Hernan Rowland, Joseph Andrew Peters, and Stan Ulrich, $50. $100. Eric Belair, Bell Kraus, James Hill. Come on up, James. Jonathan Yakey, Glenda Graham, Glenn Lamb, Nikki Ebanks, Zach Wright is a rookie that moved into the veterans category for $100. Dr. Phil Abair, $100. Debbie Ben, $100. Marty Jose, $100. George Andershock got $200 here, but he got an extra $1,000 because he was in the top 10 on both sides, on the recruiting and the sales. Katrina Gustin, $300. Robert Wilson Sarge got $350. Minerva Profil, $400. James Coleman, $450. Adam Johnson, $500. Melissa Williams, who moved into the veteran category, picked up $1,000 for number 3 in sales in July. Kimberly Spinelli Young picked up $2,500 for being number 2, and Michelle Allman picked up $5,000. Wow. Keep in mind, guys, this is a 1-month contest. That's what people understand. You make $5,000 bonus for a month of production, and there's more at stake going on in August. Show is. Rookie recruiters. Who is making a name for themselves in the recruiting category? Pat Barrington, $50. Kaylee Moreland, Aaron Wright with $50. Aaron's in the house. Andre Hawkins, $50. Ivan Wilson, $50. Mark Magyar, $50. Ashley Cheney, $50. Paul Van Thoff, $50. Richard Smith, $50. You start hearing these names over and over, and you go, these are the new faces, the new people that are taking over. James Bubba Skinner, $50. Lisa Boyce, $50. Sean John. How you say that? Sean John. Carolyn Miller, $50. $100. Elizabeth Williams Jenkins. Joyce Graffy, $100. Anthony Evans, $100. Eric Paul Cruz, $100. Tim Long, $100. Nisha Jackson, $100. Lemuel Rodriguez Ramos, $100. Tiffany Bibler, $100. Melissa Imani, she gets $100. Beth Barnett, $100. Henry Borland, $150. Robin Slayton, $200. Megan Tischler, $300. Steve Thompson, $350. Evan Patzer, $400. Mia Stone, $450. Keith Hafner, $500. Janice Spoon, $1,000. Peter Orozco, $2,500. And Brandon Beal, $5,000 for recruiting. In case you new people don't understand, we have never, ever done this. I mean, you get paid to build your business. But in March, I ran a contest and I invested $100,000. I said the top 10 people in sales will get $10,000 each. And sales went, whoop! And I went, So we've been doing a lot of it. There's no written contract. There's no guarantee we're going to do it. But we did it several times now, and it seems to be, people seem to like it. Y'all liking it? It's not a competition. You just do the best you can.
That's right.
but people seem to like winning. Rookie producers, who's moving up? Debbie Downey got $50. Chuck Betts, $50. Angela Garcia Carmona, $50. Lemuel Rodriguez Ramos, $50. Ron Castor, $50. Amanda Clary, $50. Marcy Hicks, $50. Shelly Denero Thompson, $50. Carmen Bellard, $50. Eric Paul Cruz, $50. Dennis Lyons, $50. Tim Long, $50. Travis Summers, $50. $100 to Paul Van Thoff. Crystal Spooner, $100. Vanessa Romo, $100. Will Parisi, $100. Myung Choi, $100. Evan Patzer, $100. Austin Underwood, another $100. Woohoo! Brian Rojas, $100. Mia Stone, $100. Jessica Phillips, $100. Brian Velez, $150. Jera Gonzalez, $200. Henry Borland, $300, and got an extra $1,000 bonus because he was in the top 10 on both sides. Daniel Silva got $350. Peter Orozco got an extra $400, but he gets an extra $2,000 because he was in the top 10 and the top 3 on the other side. It's an extra $2,000. Richard Smith, $450. James Bubba Skinner, $500. Anthony Diaz, $1,000 bonus. Zach Wright, $2,500 bonus. And Melissa Williams, $5,000 cash. Woo! You notice we didn't ask what their mama was or what country they're from or if they were tall enough or good looking enough or if they spoke eloquently enough. Didn't ask them, can they spell? Didn't ask them, can they pronunciate? Nothing. Just did you hit the numbers better than everybody else? Because what we need ways to see who is a standout and who do we need to pay special attention to. Now, if you say, I see y'all pay a special attention to the producers, well, you got us. You have discovered who we are. We are that company that says, when you do the do, we're going to pay special attention to you. That is us. So, Austin, I've got you for $100. Does that sound right? Here you go. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Let's see. Megan, got you taking over $100 in charge of Cuz. We need somebody watching him. Mike Lee, we got you for $100. Does that sound right, brother? Aaron, we got you for $50. Way to win. Well, did I see James? James Hill got y'all for $100. Woohoo! That's right. I got Steve Thompson for $350. Come on. All right. Mia, I got yours adding up to $650. Does that sound right? Easy come, easy go. I remember making you. I just like the way that looks. Don't y'all like it? $2,000 right there, baby. $2,000 right there. Let me recount this before I give it away. Another $2,000 right there. Woohoo! That's what 2020s looks like. That's right. Some people say, I thought it would have looked bigger. No, that's the way it looks. There's $1,000 in 20s right there, baby. I mean, what else can I say so I don't have to give us away so quick? Take good care of her.
Go with my other money I won.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Austin, come over here and say a little something, buddy, about your money here. Tell us what you think about this, man. How'd you win? What caused it? What brought this about?
I just want to, well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for the opportunity to come out here and do this and do the do. I love learning from you guys. If it wasn't for Mike Lee, Stephen Thompson, James and Jane Hill, and just everybody who's come out and invested in us in the hot spot, I love the opportunity.
I think they're going to want you to talk a little bit more into that.
Sure.
Right.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. I'm Director
Who you hired
Stephen
by?
Thompson.
Yeah,
Stephen Thompson. Love my wife's Emily and Sadie and Davis, our 2 kids. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. We do this for them. We want to give back, and I love the opportunity we have here to have the ability to serve others and make good money and do things and travel with the family.
You like just old country boy can make money here.
That's right. Anybody can do this. I just love it.
Wear your little fishing shirt.
That's right. You're official, you know what I'm saying? Oh, fish.
That's what I had.
That's right.
Every day, that's what I wore in Africa. That shirt
I love
right
it.
there.
I love it.
I just layers of it, man. You ought to go with us over there sometime.
I want to go.
You ought to go with us to
it.
Paris.
I'm going to go.
You ready?
Yeah. That's right.
Appreciate you, man. Congratulations. Glad we can do it. Hope we can see you up here again. Aaron Wright, come over here a minute, buddy. Tell me what's going on, buddy. You starting to figure this thing out, Bo.
That's right.
Tell them who you are and who you hired by.
My name is Aaron Wright. I'm direct to Ben Ortiz. I want to thank Andy and Jane for...
You're going to have to go way up right there.
Thank Andy and Jane for all they've done for us, pushing us, wanting us all to go 1% more.
That's right.
And
a little bit.
I also want to thank Brandy for this, President's Club. Shout out to President's Club, because I wouldn't have this if it wasn't for Brandy presetting my appointments.
Fantastic, man. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank
and you just got, how long you newlywed?
Yep, got married February 18th.
February. Everybody say, I wish I'd have saw this when I was getting started. You're seeing this when you're getting started in your life, buddy. And you've been doing good, man. I'm just proud about how you're changing and growing. I can tell emotionally you're more stable and more focused. Man, I'm excited about you, brother.
Thank you.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. More money coming.
That's right.
James Hill, you and Jane been making money for a long time with us.
That's
man.
right. That's right, man.
Taking advantage of the bonuses.
Take it every little bit, man. Every little bit. Absolutely.
Well, tell us what's been going on in your business and your life and what's happening with y'all's company.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of the team. Like, when you're naming all these names, I'm like, hey, I know that name. Hey, I know that name. Hey, I know that. Like, bam, bam, bam. Like, I'm just so proud of everybody. Not just on my team, but the whole organization. It's just, hey, the stuff, that idea that you had in March, I think it's been working out, man. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Can you imagine riding to work as a 20-minute, about 15 to 20-minute ride, and I thought, I ought to announce a contest today. It was like February 25th. And I said, I ought to give them a week notice that starting March 1, we're going to give away $100,000. I was like, I just don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if you ever thought about giving away $100,000. Maybe to your alma mater or your church or your preacher or to a kid or something, for a wedding or something. But Lord, to just say give it to whoever wins.
That's right. And we take this, and we put it right back in, so we get a bigger one next week, bigger one next month.
So y'all, you remember when you found Paul and Sam Menachino?
Absolutely. This
is the biggest teaching. If you don't take nothing out of the show today, I remember when he found Paul Menachino, and he just, this is a kid who was selling meat off of the back of a truck for a job, and he had this technique that he would let you hold that you said yes, he would try to run to the truck, get the meat, and get back before you closed the door. That was his, but I remember he was so excited telling us day one about what he did.
Absolutely.
Like, that's an interesting job. And he's like, well, and now today he is massive, and he's got Balick, who hired Jasmine, and so many
Nikki
other
Ebanks.
great people, and Nikki Ebanks, that you heard her name. And now Paul has hired this Paul Van Thoth.
Hire more Pauls.
Calling his name. It's Paul and Rachel, right?
Paul and Rachel.
So what you're doing is I remember James and Jane having all these okay people. They're great people, right? But no Paul Menachino. No grit, no grind, no fight, no stick-to-itiveness. You know what I mean? Just this desire and he's not wasn't sophisticated and something highly educated. He just had a big W-A-N-T-T-O.
That's right.
You know?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden that propelled your business, and now to see him find somebody else with Paul and Rachel.
Yep.
You know? And you're doing the same thing. You're looking for that next
Absolutely.
one. You're looking, Taylor, Terry and Tia, you're looking for one. Like you're going through, you're nice to everybody. And if they don't do it right in the beginning, you're still super nice because you never know when it's going to click.
That's right.
You with me? You just don't know if it's going to hit them. Or, like my cuz, he's going along, he's hiring, and then he hires Megan. That's right. And then Megan is the recruiter he's been looking for. Right. Now he's starting to put in wit because he's got this magical sidekick. You see what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy? It's that one. That's why it's like one more fun. That's why I run the Good Samaritan bonus, saying you've got to get one new person to write business, and you've got to do at least 5,000 ish you pay, because just a little bit makes a difference. Who else you finding good, James? Who else is coming on strong?
Oh man, we've got Casey in Louisiana. He's just been getting better and better and better. He had some issues with his daughter, and
everybody's got issues.
It's sicknesses.
Come and go.
Yeah, they do. Right.
And Maria Simpson has been killing it. Left and right.
She ain't never stopped.
Oh yeah.
I was in New Jersey 2 weeks.
Absolutely. So she's been hiring and selling. Her husband got his license. Just left and right, dude. We're finding people left and right. Finding 25-year-olds, 35-year-olds, rocking and rolling.
New people. Listen to this. How much? What do you think you and Jane combined income? What y'all think y'all gonna get paid this year? What are you shooting for?
It's going to be at least over $350,000.
Woo! Hey, buddy. Proud of you, man.
$351,000.
$350,100. Megan, come over here, Megan. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Roll Tide.
Go ahead and tell them.
Oh, hey, y'all. I'm Megan. I work for Cuz.
Tell them
And
where you graduated school from and all that.
the University of Alabama. Roll Tide! Yes.
The only person in North Carolina that graduated from Alabama.
I miss it. Yeah, so I'm super excited. We have not won a contest yet since I've been here. So I'm super excited, and I passed my test, both tests, on Saturday. And I spoke at my first hotspot last night. So I'm excited. Yeah. And Greensboro's my home hotspot. Yeah, so I'm excited.
So are you getting traction with recruiting, or did you just finally find some of the right people? What happened to get y'all to win this contest in recruiting?
Just staying super organized, following up with people, dialing a lot more, and then like working after hours too. So
Putting in a little bit extra.
Just a little bit extra. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank
we are proud
y'all.
of you for winning. Mike Lee. You're looking sharp, man. Woo!
You see me, Andy? You see me, Andy?
I love it, baby. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Tell
Yes,
me who
sir.
you are and who you hired by and what's been happening. How much money did you win?
Won $100, Andy.
$100.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Mike Lee, hired by Lauren and Aaron Atkins out of Washington, D.C. My wife, Tammy, is 7.5 months pregnant. So, fired up, expecting our first baby. So,
Number one.
yes, sir. 1 of 2, 3, 10. We'll see.
Depending on how much money you make.
That's right.
Tell them what's been happening, man. How'd you win this contest? Did you win it for production, recruiting? How'd you find them? What's happening?
Yeah, man. Found them. ZipRecruiter, Craigslist. I won it via recruiting. It's been crazy. The company, the business is just growing. We got Stephen Thompson, Austin. People out here making money. Taylor Smith's down here. we're just finding one more. Trying to branch out, looking for the right people. We're accepting everybody. When we were in Hawaii, you talked about just kind of accepting everybody for who they are, but continuing to try to find the right person. So we're focused. Everybody's on board with just trying to find one more, and we're just going to keep going.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir.
Proud of what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
We need you winning. Steve Thompson. Winning. Winning, baby.
Woo woo!
What you want to know, Andy?
Tell them where you're from, who you hired by, stuff like that. Give them some.
Where I'm from, Duluth! Duluth! Duluth is on fire!
I take it you from Georgia.
Pretty much. Steve Thompson actually hired by Mike Lee. And Andy, you know what? We jumped in the truck after an amazing hot spot last night with Adam Katz. We had to cut him short a little bit because we had to get back up there at 5 o'clock in the morning so we could be here. So we cooked a little bus load and we came on
Y'all
down.
drove all the way up this morning from Duluth.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being here, man. That's awesome. I was thinking about, if you're in war, you don't think about, we're going to have to get up 5 o'clock in the morning and go get the backup? Well, let's say they attack at 5 o'clock in the morning. I ain't getting up and fight them fools. They can have a community. Take our Jeep, I'm sleeping in. That's my mentality is, we're at a war against my poverty. A war on your poverty. A war on you being locked down where you can't travel anywhere you want to. You forced to drive a car because you ain't got a jet. You got to go to war.
That's right.
You got to go to war on your poverty if you're going to win. You can't sleep in, talk about, well, I don't care if it takes over, because it will take over and dominate you.
That's right.
That's just always been my mentality. When we was over there in Africa, them jokers talk about fresh buffalo poop. I'd be like, oh God. Because a buffalo can walk a long way in 3 or 4 hours.
Wow.
But we get out of the car and start walking like we was going to kill them. I mean, I'm telling you, get up and go. Does that make sense? That's what most of this business is get up and go. I appreciate you getting up and going.
I appreciate my team, Andy. You know what? I mean, these guys it's all about giving the love. And, and it's about appreciation. It's about giving back. It's about serving and wanting to see them win. And people that poured into me, and you know what? It's my duty to pour back.
Steve, you're a little bit different than some of the folks we recruit for several reasons. One, you're taller than a lot of them. That's one thing. But you've been self-employed for a lot of years, right?
Yes, sir.
And before us, what's the most income you've ever made of being self-employed?
Gross 1.5.
1.5 what?
Million.
1.5 million. So this guy's made over $1 million. Y'all should give him a hand just for making over. So making over 1.5 million. A lot of people think I'm gonna find the poorest people, and I understand you want to give poor people a hand, but this guy's made money before, and he's lost money, and he's made it back. He's lost businesses and started back. So he's been through some ups and downs, and he's crystal clear. I'm curious too, as I talk about stuff like going to war on poverty and getting up and going and ignoring stuff. How much of that advice have you given yourself over the years, and how much did you need to be reminded about some of that stuff?
What remind me that, you got 3 books, and the one I love is Inside the Circle of You.
Yeah.
And that reminds me, you know what, dude? You got to strap up your boots, put your rucksack on, and keep it moving. 12 years military, you learn to fight, but you learn to fight more when you learn to fight for yourself and your family. So the thing is the more you lose, the more you have to want to win.
Whoa, that's big.
Here's one thing different. I left my business for a month I come back, it was bigger. You left your business for a week, come back, they done stole everything.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what you told me?
It is.
They
It
took
is.
everything.
Took everything.
They wasn't trying to build it bigger, they just stole it.
They just took it
You had to start all over.
all over again.
And you did it.
Hey, you know what? And still doing it.
You see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what you're looking for, is people that'll fight the fight. They act like ain't nothing ever happened to you. They think you just born tall, you know?
Walk in your own shoes.
They don't know. Everybody thinks everything's easy for somebody else. You don't know. And that is the scratching the surface of the stuff that's going on in Steve's life. And now he's with us, and he's getting reminded every day. He's getting up in the morning. He's still in the battle. He's still fighting. And you're starting to find good people, ain't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. Austin Underwood, it's definitely been a blessing. Tanya Tobias, Tasha, we got some up and coming here, and we got some up and coming. And they jumped in the car with me this morning after leaving the hot spot, and you know what? They made that sacrifice, and we got up here. That's it.
I'm proud of you, man. I love talking to you every time, and I'm excited to see what's happening in Duluth.
That's right, baby.
It's on fire.
That's
Thank
right,
you, man. Proud of you, buddy. Proud of you, man. So proud of you. Mia in the house. Hey, buddy.
I missed you. I did.
You too. Good to see you. Money's looking better and better on you. I can tell you that.
Well, I appreciate that.
Tell us about it. How much money did you get? $650. Several different bonuses.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, first I want to thank you and Jane. This company just amazes me. Every month it gets better. And I get more excited. And then Terry and Tia Edwards, my upline, are amazing. Everybody knows that, though. I don't have to say that. But I'm really, really excited. In 4 months yesterday.
4 months with us. You fall in love with the process, like it's a process of changing, but it don't have to take that long. And if it takes you that long, you can find people that might not take that long to start making money. You've been putting some money in checking, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Can you give us some numbers, what kind of deposits you've had, some good days, some good weeks, good months?
In July, let's see, I had $5,000 coming to my checking account, which was really cool because at my last job, I would bring home about $3,600. Working full-time, 40 hours a week at Bank of America as an analyst.
And that don't even count. You just got $650 in your
doesn't
hand.
even count.
Is that crazy?
August is going to be crazier.
August is going to be nuts.
And Issue paid $13,000 in July, and we're going for $20,000 in August. Halfway to Paris. We're more than halfway to Paris.
Are you giving me 100% yet? Are you 100% in? You working your way up?
I'm working my way up. And what's funny, I was telling Terry that, this recruiting thing is starting to get real because I came over here and let me just bust my butt in sales. But now it's starting to click for me when it comes to recruiting. And, I have some really good people like Bruce and Saida who's in the audience right now. I have five agents under me that are issue paying business right now. So it's starting to get real, yeah.
I'm going to talk a few minutes about recruiting and strategies to recruit. But I'm so excited. First day I met you, I see the energy and enthusiasm coming through, and I know you're going to be such a blessing to the organization, and I hope the organization could be as much of a blessing to you.
Oh, yeah, already.
It looks like it is.
Especially your jet. Your jet is a real blessing. I'd like to go back.
Where do we go? We flew around.
We went to Duluth. Yeah, I need one of those long 3-day trips when you travel all over the country, so I can sit, ride first class.
Put her on the list. Put her on the list.
I'll keep working until you invite me back.
Keep growing, and you're gonna be invited back. I guarantee it. Come close to me with your $5,000. We gave away $250,000 on stage at family reunions. I just kind of wanted to get back a little close to that and give away some money because that automatic deposit of your money, I'm happy for you, but I like just handing it over, and seeing that smile.
Half of it. I got 10,000 in July. This is not bad.
You got 10,000 in July, and now 5,000 in August. Not a bad little bonus situation. A lot of people can live on that kind of money, and that's bonus money for you. So tell us how you're doing it. What's happening? This was number one in recruiting in July?
In July, yep.
All right, so what's happening? How many did you recruit? Who you finding? How you finding them? What are you doing different than the rest of the crowd? Who you hired by?
Kyle Cater. I was hired by Paul Hara, part of Patrick Connor's HC. My home hotspot is Greensboro, North Carolina.
Smoking hot! Woo!
You just love that, you know? Where do you go to get that kind of talk, you know? I mean, where do you talk to people where they just talk to you about that, you know? I mean, Andy, it's funny is back in May, you were doing an activity call, and I'm like, Andy Riddle smoking us.
Yep.
And I talked to you like for 5 minutes after the activity call. He goes, just call the guy up. And I just listened to what Andy Riddle was doing, and I just started implementing what he do. I'm just on the phone all the time. I mean, we hired 29 people direct to us in the month of July. And we're going to get them out issue paying. And we're going to hire more people in August. And we're going to get them out issue paying. We're just talking to them. We just make a lot of phone calls.
A lot of people don't know what to say when they're talking to people, Kyle. What advice would you give? So what am I going to do if I call and say, what do you want me to say to them?
Say hello when they pick up. It's a great start, actually. I mean, just talk to them. I mean, hey, you responded to an ad. Hey, you know Terry Edwards, you know, list of names or something. I just talk to people. I am more BSing with people now than I ever have. I mean, I've been with you for 12 and a half years now. I moved down here 2 years ago, and I'm having more fun in this business now because I am just BSing with people. I mean, seriously.
Every time you came in my office, and you said you talk to people like they're just people, just like they're normal people. Remember that? So
I'm trying to forget.
What did you think? What did you think I do? You remember that conversation?
Yes.
I said, what are you talking about? He said, you just talk to people just like they're just like a friend of yours. Just talk to people.
Well, it's funny how you talked on Friday where you were talking where you're in your daughter's apartment and the guy, was it DirecTV or AT?
Yeah, he was selling some kind of television or DirecTV. I don't know what he was selling.
And all you did was, you got to go get your...
He sounded good. He sounded good.
Yeah. All you did was, hey, you got to get your insurance license. That's it.
Screamed.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to start doing that more. I'm like, it worked. I
don't know if... I don't know how it worked. I know I turned it over to Pogue. Pogue said he was putting him in class, and he was going. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just screamed, "You get your insurance license." He said, "You're the third person to tell me that this week." I was like, 3 is your lucky number.
And actually, you just flew back. You actually flew back that morning from Africa.
Yeah, I was back from Africa.
And you're already just talking. So that's the biggest thing I've learned from you being down here. I just talk to more people. That's all I do.
Well, brother, I think there's another 5,000 on the line for recruiting in August.
Yes.
15,000 if you're number one producer. 10,000 to number two producer. There's the numbers right here. 10,000 to the number two producer. 8,000 to number three. 6,000 to number four. 4,000 for number five. $2,000 number six. $1,000 for number seven. $1,000 for eight. $1,000 for nine. $1,000 for 10. Extra money based on 1 month of going all out. Now, if you're a rookie, meaning that you just started in January of last year, so you've only been with us about 18 months, number one gets $5,000, number two gets $2,500.
Yeah.
So 1,000 to number three, and then 5 goes all the way down to number 33. Number 33 gets $50. For the veterans, number 33 gets $250. But the rookies can move into the veteran slot. So you could win $500 in fourth place as a rookie and move into number 10 spot at a veteran and pick up another $1,000. Nice. It's pretty crazy. And then recruiting starts out, number one recruiter will get $5,000 in August. You think he'll be number one again, or do you think Andy Riddle? Who wants to leave all this to Andy Riddle and Kyle Cater to keep winning and Brant Swindell? $2,500 for number two and $1,000 for number three. And goes all the way down to $50 in recruiting. And then the rookies got the same deal, $5,000 for number one, all the way down to $50. But a $5,000 winner in the rookie category can move into the veteran category and pick up extra money. Right. So, kind of cool. Well, yeah, kind of. Congratulations, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Why don't y'all stay up here for a minute? I want to talk about recruiting just a little bit. I want to, this is not, well, this, I want to tell you, you guys understand when you're recruiting, you are a marketing guru, a marketing genius, okay? So I want to talk to you about that. Big companies like Tylenol, they do things like niche marketing. Okay, here we go. Tylenol is a medicine, right? But when you go to the shelf, you see Tylenol migraine, Tylenol cold and flu, Tylenol back pain, Tylenol arthritis. How many of y'all think the difference between this Tylenol bottle and that Tylenol bottle is some complicated chemical formula that's drastically different than the first? I need for y'all to become more like Tylenol. Here's the way it works. People say, how do I promote my hot spot? You don't do it like that. You don't say, you need a Tylenol. You say, Bo, you don't say you need to come to my hot spot. Say, Bo, you need to come meet this guy named Steve Thompson. This guy is exactly what you need. See? Because here's what you need. If you got a tall guy that's been self-employed, has been through some hard times, and this ain't his first rodeo, you want them to meet this guy. Does that make sense? And then if you meet a young guy that's starting out and he's struggled with insurance, we need him to meet this guy right over here. Because Aaron's been in insurance before and it was a bad experience. Ain't never had no high pay. You ain't never had a job making six figures, have you? You ever had a job making $50,000 salary? No. Huh? Yeah, this one right here. So if you talking to a guy who has a migraine, don't sell him the Tylenol with the back pain. That's right. Sell him the migraine. Does that make sense? If you got a young lady, where did you go to school, Mia?
North Carolina A&T State University. Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride. What's your degree?
Supply chain management.
So supply chain management, if they're an engineer, industrial supply, organization, engagement, I think of all these funky words that mean the same thing.
Like business, yeah.
They're in business. Right. I know that you meet a girl who has a college degree and she ain't making nothing but what? What kind of salary?
It was $62,000.
So she's making nothing but $62,000 salary, or she's making a whopping woohoo because she went to North Carolina AT&T.
Okay, for the audience, I did not go to Cell Phone University. A&T.
You with me on this, right? So they done went up there to the Aggies. You with me? They got the college pride. You going to love me. Sell niche marketing. You with me? Quit selling the overall. I'm gonna get you a car. What kind of car? One that'll roll. Oh, it rolls. It'll get you there and back. No, baby. Get them a Mustang. Get them some kind of fancy Jeep. Give them the specificity of James Hill. That's right. The specificity of Mike Lee. Sell niche marketing. We've been telling you this in different ways. A lot of times we say build relationships, not a business. The problem is, I think some of you go, this ain't about relationships, this is about business. So I thought, what if I could put it to them in business terms, called niche marketing, specific to whatever the program is. You tracking on this program? Look, when you meet a person, and then here's another thing we've told you that's a little bit kind of mess your mind up about empathy. Why do I want to have empathy? Why do I want to listen to the other people? Why do I understand where they went to school? Why do I want to know where they went to college? Why do I want to know if their parents are together? Why do I want to know if they have children or not? Because we want to find out where their itch is, and we're going to scratch.
I know that's right.
Right where it itches. Does that make sense? We're going to find out who they are, and then we're going to go, We're going to diagnose their problem and introduce them to somebody in the hot spot that they're going to relate to. And if you don't have a perfect match, got to tell me, my elbow's hurting right here. Say, well, does it hurt when you move it? Say, yeah, I think Tylenol arthritis might work for you. Because we don't have Tylenol for elbow pain. But if they got a headache, they say, well, I got a headache. You got a migraine? No, but so does it hurt almost? It's like almost a migraine? Yeah, Tylenol migraine for you. You see what I'm saying? You got to be the doctor that diagnoses who they're going to match up with. And if there ain't nobody in your hot spot, you figure out who's going to be close. Military. Your military, where were you in the military? Tell me what branch, where you serve?
I served Army.
Army? Did you travel? Were you stationed anywhere?
Yeah, I was stationed at, my first duty station was Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Then I was stationed in Honduras. Then I was stationed in Germany, Fort Rucker, Alabama.
You're going to like this guy. He's stationed in Alabama. Tell us about your military career.
10 years in the Navy on submarines.
Where all did you go, or are you allowed to say?
Underneath the water. A lot.
I've been living in my house with my mother-in-law. You're going to need to meet Kyle Cater. He's been underwater, too. 10 years. How long you been living there with
her? 6 years in the Marine Corps. Worked on F-18s.
Where were you at in the country?
Andrews Air Force Base in D.C., and then also Miramar out in San Diego.
All right, any other military? No military? So, door-to-door sales, engineer. What's your degree, Mike?
Business administration.
Business administration from where?
Business administration from the University of Mary Washington.
University of Mary Washington. So if they went to Brown University, they're going to know Mary Washington?
Yes, sir.
Right? They know Brown, they're going to know Mary Washington, right?
Yes, sir.
So you get them in that same category and introduce them, and they will hit it off. They'll know somebody. He knows them. You know them. If they play baseball, you get them to baseball players. Quit selling the overall cure. Sell the specific cure for where they're sick. So but they ain't sick. They are too, bro. Who of us ain't hurting for some reason? Who ain't dealing with some problem? We're either coming out of a bad situation or we getting ready to go into one. Most of us in the middle of two.
That's right.
At the same time. At least that's been my calculation. Right in the middle of two daggum situations. And they are too. And we got to get them to somebody who has dealt with, dealing with the same problems because they're the same age. And then, but not only that, it's somebody that's dealing with it. See, because they're having trouble dealing with it. The people at our hot spots are dealing with it, so we can help them get over the problem they're dealing with.
That's right.
Does that make sense? Y'all grab a seat. I want to talk a little bit more about this next contest. Good job, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. Y'all like that? Y'all understand how that works? You like that? Does that help, Terry, with niche marketing? Let me tell you this. If people give an opportunity for a great business opportunity, or if you give them an opportunity to go in with people they like, people going to go in with who they like. People say, no, I'm all business. You might think you are, but the psychologists have run tests and they have run all kinds of studies. You go in business with who you like, regardless of the money. You find out that there's a lot of money in it, you stick with it. You go into business with people you don't like and you make money, you're looking for another business that you can find people that you like where you can make money. But you'll take a step back. Many times people say, I'll take a pay cut. I hate where I'm at temporarily. And they'll go back because they want to be with people they like. So I start with, I am going to get people around people that are like them. And I know people that are like them will like them. Because people just like people that are like them. That's why I don't understand some of these people. The first thing they want to tell you is what they don't like and how they disagree. And I go, bro, that's not real strategic of you right there. I'm more, if I don't like it, I don't talk much about it, but I talk about what I like all the time so that people find something that I like, that they like, and then we have a match. Businesses are built on relationship, guys. Hot spots that are thriving have great relationships. Hot spots that are dead or dying or cold and they can't figure out the problem, lack of relationship. I'm just going to give you a heads up. And everybody's probably clear about what everybody don't like. I don't like it when people don't sell. I don't like it when people don't recruit. I don't like it when my wife this. And that's a terrible hot spot. The ones that are growing is where the relationships, where people are high-fiving, getting to know each other before they worry about the dollar bill. And then the dollar bills come screaming in and people can't explain it. It was because the relationships were there first. So I want to stir you up on relationships on this money game that we got going on. Right. The month of March is underway. I have numbers, August. The month of August is underway. I have money up through August 9th. I want to do the rookie contest, rookie recruiter contest, if you can pull that up for me. Here we go. He did great. Okay, so right now, as of August 9th, Brandon Beal is on track to win $5,000 cash because he's helped 2 people write business. Now here's the crazy thing. Look how many people have won. Look at this. These are all rookies, people that started since January of last year, January 1. Nobody's moving up. So if they just had one more person to write 3 pieces of business, or 5, they would move up to number 2. And the cash for that, you looking at that right there? When I'm going to holler at you, you ask me, what would number 2 recruiter, how much money would that be? Number 1 rookie recruiter, $2,500?
Number 1 rookie recruiter is $5,000.
$5,000?
Yeah.
And number
2 is $2,500.
The reason Melissa is listed as number 2 is because there's zeros here, but she's got a 1 here, which they do too, but then we go to sales. So the way the ranking works, we go here, then we go here, we go here's first, then it goes over to this category, this one. See, they're all ties. Down here, they're all ties until she gets over there. So that's how Melissa is apt to win $2,500.
That's right.
Make sense? So Nick Eberwine is number 2. Henry Bullen, number 3. Alan Trunback is number 3. Number 5, Tracy Leggett. And the reason Tracy is because she's got 1 here. None over here, but she's got 1 here. See how that's ranked? Mm-hmm. All right, let's scroll on down. Sean Wu, Cody Dutson, Jamal, Tony Pierce. All these are 1s. And then we got zeros. How are they winning if they got 0? Got 1 over here, got their 10th issue paid. Mm-hmm. So Lemuel Rodriguez is right now standing to win number 17. Can you tell what number 17 would win?
Number 17 will win $100.
So he would win $100. So we've got Justin Clark, Leo, Biscaya, Sonia, Dave Colvier, Eva Raleigh, Ann Sublett, Leticia Durant, Nisha Jackson, Evan DeHaan. Look, Evan's got zeros, but he's got 1 over here in the 10. Mm-hmm. This is 9 days in. Tim Long has 1 over here on the 5th issue paid, and he's issue paid $5,200. So that gets him at 23. Evan Patzer, he's got 1 over here. This is 5 issue paid. Down to number 33, Steve Thompson that you saw in the house. He's got 1 on 5th issue paid. Emmanuel Coleman, that's James Coleman's brother. Liz Lewis, Naomi Hernandez, Caleb Duran, Kurt Denny, Brandy Zimmer, Peter Orozco, who I think won quite a bit of money at Family Reunion. So he's recruited too, but doesn't have any in these categories yet. But he's also issue paid $7,400, which puts him at number 8 in sales in the country. See, by the way, this is what you call finding somebody. This guy was found. We've helped him. We've poured money on. We flew out there to Denver, Colorado. We got him and his wife to come to Family Reunion. So he's hired by me. We found this guy, and look at what he's doing. Number 32 in recruiting and number 8 in sales. Way to go, Peter. Way to go, buddy. Richard Smith. I met him. He was here at Family Reunion with his wife. Number 13 in the country, number 33. Real close, right here. Marcy Hicks, Debbie Downey, Daniel, Chuck Betts, John Lehman. So, scroll it all the way back up. Steve Tom. So right now, Brandon Beal is moving out from everybody. This is the second time he's moved up on recruiting. By the way, Nick is at 29 in sales and Melissa's at 26. Let's go to rookie production. See where we are there. Rookie producers. Jessica Phillips, let me make sure you understand. You got $5,000 of non-charge backable cash. You win number 1, you're going to get $5,000 in the month of August. Jera Gonzalez, I remember she won money at Family Reunion. She's brand new. Her dad, Jerry, recruited her. This is $2,500 opportunity. Shayla Thomas, y'all heard about Shayla. She just got engaged. She just turned 18 years old. Then she got her insurance license that day. Now she's engaged. Now she's number 3 in the country in sales. Way to go, Shayla. Paul Van Tholf, we were just talking about him, James. There he is, number 4. Not bad, not bad. Rachel Burke, number 5. Marcy Hicks, number 6. Travis Summers. Peter Orozco, there he is. I said number 32 in recruiting, number 8 in sales. Ronnie Lewis, Anthony Evans, Daniel Silva, Chuck Betts, Richard Smith again, 33 and 13. Nick Faze, he's number 14. Zach Wright, Austin Underwood right there.
That's right.
John Lehman, Ron Castor, Sean with a bunch of letters, Ramakrishnan, Ann Latino, Shannon Conkin, Samuel Bird, Tim Long, number 23 and number 23. Number 23 in the country. This is rookies. Number 23 rookie in the country for sales and number 23 for recruiting. Brian Rojas, James Bubba Skinner, Melissa, who's number 2 in recruiting, is also number 26 in sales. Mia Stone, right there, 27. How much would you win, Mia, if you stay right there? How much money?
27, $50.
Get you 50 extra bucks. Carolyn Miller, Nick Eberwine, number 3 in recruiting, 29 in sales. Crystal Heath, Ada Crane, Naomi Barajas, and Diana Silva wrap up number 33. Then Megan Wood, Kimberly Paget, Thomas Williams, and Brandon Beal. That's Brandon Beal, who's number 1 in recruiting. He's number 37 in sales for all rookies. See, let me explain something to you. We sell and recruit and we build.
That's right. That's right.
So that's why we're monitoring who's selling and recruiting. And I hear what you say. I was going to focus on selling. I understand it. I like you're getting the recruiting part, because that's what we do. We sell, we build, recruit. We're not complicated people. We sell, recruit, and build. Let's go to the veterans, veteran recruiters. Mike and Noel. By the way, Noel, who took a nosedive off of the stage. Y'all remember that? Anybody forget it? She texted me this morning. She said, I think I'm ready to see some of the pictures, because I was the guy down there taking pictures. I know somebody's gonna be asking for pictures. My wife's like, why are you taking pictures? I said, y'all gonna ask for them later. Y'all gotta quit taking pictures. I was like, nah, they gonna want these pictures. She giving this right here. Got her head wrapped around. I was scared too, but I still want them pictures. That's going to want pictures. She's doing great. All tests. Matter of fact, she showed the plan somewhere last night. Where was she? Y'all don't know either? She was somewhere showing the plan. I saw pictures on band. Already got 3 people writing business. They are hired by Alex Abian. He's number 2 in the country. So this right here is a $5,000 spot, $2,500 spot, and a $1,000 spot. Michelle Alleman is at 2. Look, she's number 4 in sales. Yeah, that's a forerunner. That's where she's going to be when I go over to producers. Number 3 in recruiting. Mike and Michelle are coming on strong. And Brandon Beal, rookie, has also moved into number 4. What would that give him extra for number 4?
4 would be 500.
So he would get 5,000 for being number 1 with rookies, and then another 500 for moving into the veteran category. Or if he moves on up, which he could well do. Look, because he's already got 1 there, and he's just 1 out from number 1. 1 out from number 1. Matter of fact, if he had 1 more, he would be number 1 because No, he wouldn't, because right here, because Noel would still be number 1. He'd be number 2. If he just got 1 more person selling, he moves into number 2. Danny Johnson, my buddy's number 5. Joe Dukes, coming on strong. Kim Young, Jason Carey, Joshua Cranberg, James Hill, back of the room, James and Jane. Brant Swindell. My boy picked up $40,000 in cash at family reunion. He told me he got $83,000 in the month of July was his paycheck. Not a bad month, $83,000. He's number 14 in sales. Deborah Pententry is at number 12. Marcus Richardson, number 3 in sales and 13 in recruiting. Richardson's getting crazy, buddy. I talked to him last night. That jugger is fired up. Ben Ortiz, number 14. Michael Lee, right there, 15. Patrick Connors, another leg of Alex Abian's, is number 16. Justin Margison, baseball player buddy. Adam Katz, number 18. Mike and Carrie Williams, 19. Pam Moore, number 20. More rookies moving up into the veterans' money. Scrolling on down for me, boss. Melissa Imami, Nick Eberwine, taking veterans' money. Austin Smith, Dr. Phil Hebert. Austin Heater, moving up. Henry Boylan, another rookie who's moving into the veterans category. Alan Trombach moving in. Tracy Leggett moving in. Stan Ulrich, Dan Gillingham, Reva Davis, Jeff Adcock, Sean Wu, who's a rookie, and Amy Black. Look at all these rookies that are coming up. They're looking to pass the veterans in put. I love this, man. I love to see who's coming up, and this is a shake-up and a makeup, baby. All right, let's go to production real quick. A couple more minutes. All right, here we go. Leading the country after 9 days. 9 days into the month, 25,900 Bill Cook. Mark Hutchinson's with 22 grand 9 days in, and Marcus Richardson with 19,000 9 days in. He's number 3 in production, 13 in recruiting. Michelle Alleman, again, 4 and 3. That's extra money, 18 grand. Jessica Phillips, 15 grand. Sarge, 15 grand. Minerva Profil, Jennifer Wood, David Holt. Jared Gonzalez, number 10 in the veteran category, a rookie moving in. George Andershock, Alfonso, Junior Correa, Brant Swindell, Linda Silvera. Look at this. 15 people have issued over 10 grand in the first 9 days. Shayla Thomas, I mentioned. Caleb Law, Jay Turner moving up. Debbie Ben, Martha Batorsky, Dr. Jake and Bell Kraus, 8 grand. Nick Neitzel with 9 grand. Just one Paris. There he is. Nick. No, it wasn't. I'm thinking about Nick. The other Nick. Who else was it? Nick Narlis. Almost Nick Neitzel. Nick Narlis already won. Vinny Siglio. Stan Ulrich. Michael Paleo. Paul Van Thoff. We keep mentioning his name. Lisa Line. Rachel Burke. Marcy Hicks. All these are rookies moving into the veteran category. Julie Heimer. Merlene Felix. Beth Ireland. And Nick Narlis. That's who I was looking for. Nick. He's number 33. He's already won an all-expense-paid trip to Paris. Travis Summers. Real close. Peter Orozco. Real close in the sales. Angela Manso. 36. So 33 is where the money cuts off. All right. Y'all got where you stand? Yep. This is real boring for the people that's name's not called. I apologize. This is my new Rob report. If you're brand new, I highly recommend you subscribe to this. We don't own this. It's not connected to us. It's dream building. I find that when people have dreams this big, any problem bigger than this big stops them. You could have a stumped toe. Your mama could be mad at you. Your car could be broke. You could be a little sick. But when you got a big dream, you could be real sick and you don't care. You have a sore throat if you got a little dream. What this does for me is it helps me dream bigger. Ooh, grab a hold of that. That is a 68% discount on subscription to the Rob Report. I highly recommend you take advantage of that. There's probably some more of these. Has rings, cars, travel, vacation, food, wine, anything that you like. There's another one. And anybody else, just take pictures of them if you want, if there's not enough in there. But check this out. I would highly recommend that you dream bigger. Go to Mercedes dealership, go to Ferrari dealerships, go to the parade of homes, get pictures of homes, and think about stuff, what life's going to be like for you. Because if you have a small dream, so all I want is pay my bills, yeah, and a cold will keep you at home. And small dreams allow you to be stopped by small problems. But when you're changing people's lives, nothing will stop you. If you want a Ferrari, you need to get up and go. And you need to work a little bit of overtime. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, a little bit more about, y'all just like this category, this marketing stuff. You could go, if you could say, I want you to come to my hotspot. Let me give y'all permission to say something. Would you rather go to a dentist or the best dentist in the East Coast? Which one would you rather go to? If you had a choice, okay, who makes them the best dentist? Do y'all know? Reader's choice? No, they just say it. Like I'm the best dentist on the East Coast. I'm the greatest marketer of events in the whole company. You can say, no, Diane Lampy's the best. No, I'm the best. Okay, she's the best and I'm the best. Can't have two bests. Well, see, I'm talking to you today and she's talking to you a different day. You don't know the difference. I would encourage y'all to quit talking about come to the hot spot. Come to the best hot spot in America. Come to the best. Now, some doctors will pay $50 to put themselves in a magazine, and it says the best dentist. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I don't know if y'all know this. The magazine don't go find them. What they do is say, "Would you like to be the best dentist?" Because we will put you on the page in the magazine that says you are, if you'll give us $1,000. If you give us $50, you can be the second best. If you want to belong to the best, most exciting hot spot on the East Coast, then start telling people that your hot spot is the best.
That's right.
This is just straight out of a marketing book. How about this? When I'm coming to the meeting, next week I'm going to be in New Jersey. If y'all are talking to a guy who does this every once in a while when you're talking to him, he spits in a cup, you tell that boy that he's going to meet a redneck brother of his from North Carolina. He's going to meet a southern redneck, getting ready to meet this New Jersey redneck. He needs to come to the meeting and talk to me. Now, if he's up in his office and he's sophisticated, you say, we got an engineer from North Carolina State getting ready to come to New Jersey. You're going to want to meet him. You see what I'm saying? Tailor it to fit his needs. If he's religious, you just tell him, say, bro, you ain't never met nobody love God like Andy Albright. He loved God. Now, he might say something a little crazy, but that don't make no difference mind. He still loves God. You with me? You find out what this guy likes, wants, and girl, and who they are, and you tell them how I'm a match. If they like giving money to the church, you go, Andy's a philanthropist. You with me? Whatever they are, I'm coming to town. If you talk to somebody that's about to jump out of their skin and say, you ain't never met nobody with the energy of Andy Albright. If you're talking to somebody who's laid back, say, you ain't never met nobody any more laid back than Andy Albright. And you say, you can't be all that. You just got to let me know ahead of time what you want me to be, and I will do it. I just don't need for you to say to be broke, because I can't come in broke. You can talk about how I used to be broke. He used to be broke like you. That's right, Andy a la carte. Oh, if they love control, if their business is out of control, their life's out of control, engineer. It's statistics. It's all about statistics. If they like fun, talk about how me and my son was flying over Victoria Falls having fun, having a great time in Africa for 20 days. Laid back. All right, here's the next thing. Business people that are focused and just relentless make it more often. Companies like IBM, Southwest Air, Ford Motor Car, these people were focused. People that are looking for Alliance Aiden, no matter what, they know exactly what they're looking for. This 27-year-old, college educated, had a fortunate life, has a fortunate family life, and he seems like he's lucky. That's who we're looking for. You said, what if I got somebody that didn't quite fit the mold? Hire them and get them to help you look for this specific person. This is marketing, people. This is marketing 101. You got to sell to your customer. Our customer is that guy. That's the guy who's going to rave about us. The older guy's going to say, God, y'all run too much. And you say, yeah, I know. That's why you're not who we're looking for. But help us look for this guy to get up early and go long hours. You tracking with me? All right, last thing. If you have a cure for what ails them, they'll be curious. That's why you show empathy. I got a book. I'm ready to roll out this book, but I'll give you a hint. This is a guy that used to negotiate for the FBI, and he got terrorists not to kill the people, and hostage situations, he got them to give up like 99% of the time. He would talk them down. It's a great book. But what he says is, you show empathy, meaning you put yourself in their shoes and try to imagine how they feel. Are they lonely? Are they depressed? Are they broke? Are they frustrated they can't pay their bills? You try to understand who they are. This is how you recruit. You try to find out who they are and what their itch is. What causes anxiety? What causes misery? What causes them problems in their life? Whatever they're struggling with, we need to bring the cure with 100% certainty that we can solve your problem. Right. Tylenol migraine will make that headache stop, baby. When you can deliver what ails them, they're going to be curious. Think about cure and curious. If you can supply a cure, you only got a problem you got to do is find out what hurts them. That's the doctor's biggest problem. When you come in, get on the scales, take height and weight, take blood pressure. We want to see what's wrong with you, because we got a whole thing of medicine. I got a Liz, I got a Terry, I got a Mia, I got a Austin, I got a Matt, I got a Chelsea, I got a Tia, I got a Matt Pogue. I can solve your problem. I got somebody, I got a Kyle Cater, I got a Navy guy. I've got your prescription in the back. I just got to figure out what your problem is and who you would relate to, and then I'm going to sell you the cure. And then we get them in here, and then we get them hooked on the money, baby. We get them hooked on the energy. We get them hooked on the relationship. We get them hooked on the traveling the world. We get them hooked on dreaming. We get them hooked on hope. baby.
That's right.
We selling hope. We ain't selling dope.
So ain't.
We ain't selling Tylenol. We selling people, baby. People love people. Hey, the Alliance is on fire because we finding the right people, and we get ready to find some more. We love you, but we love you more if you win the August contest, and we'll show you with some cash.